friends, my name is Miss Allen, and today we get to do some spooky yoga. We get to do some spooky stretching. So you need to get a nice, comfortable place to move. You can see I have a yoga mat on my ground ready to go. If you have an awesome yoga mat, you guys can do that too. Otherwise, if you can put on a fun little costume. I have my Olaf costume on because I love Olaf. But you need a place to move and you need to wear comfortable clothes that you can move around in. And we will get started with some spooky stretching. Friends, the first thing we are going to do is we're going to stand on our mat and we're just going to reach up. You can't see my arms, but they're all the way up. They're stretched as high as you can towards the ceiling. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come down and touch our toes. Now, you guys are kind of like skeletons right now because guess what? You have bones just like a skeleton does. So with that, we have lots of bones and muscles. Now, skeletons, you can only see their bones, but we have to stretch. And the reason we stretch is to get our muscles to be nice and loose and so we can be flexible. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch like a pumpkin. So we're going to come down. Our feet are going to be shoulder width apart. So they're just out here and I'm way out here. And they're not narrow. They're not wide. They're not narrow. But they're just a little bit apart. And we are going to squat down. And our little hands are going to come inside. So if you watch again, I'm going to squat like I'm sitting down. My hands are going to come inside. If you can't go all the way down, it's okay. And we're going to hold it. And we're going to pretend to be a pumpkin. You can make a silly face, like a jack-o'-lantern, or anything. But you get to be a pumpkin. And the reason this looks like a pumpkin is because we're down low and we're wide like a pumpkin. Great. Friends, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come up from our pumpkin and we're going to become a scary tree. Maybe you'll see the scary tree at a haunted house. I need you to stand up. And I'm going to back up so you can see me. I'm going to stand down on one foot. My other foot is going to come up and I'm going to balance. You can put your arms out to the side and become a scary tree, or you can just put them all the way up. But now you have to balance on that one foot and that can get tricky. After a little bit, you can bring your other foot up and switch. This foot's my hard foot, so I might have trouble. So balancing. Oh, nice job, friends. Now we were a pumpkin. We were a scary tree. We're going to become a ghost. So we were a pumpkin, a scary tree, and now we're going to become a ghost. So for this one, I'm going to put one foot in front, my other foot in back. My other foot in back is pointed to the side while my foot in front is pointed forward. We're just going to go out like this. This is warrior. This is going to be our ghost for today. So pretend you're a ghost with this one and you're just going to stretch out. And then we can switch. You can stretch it out. And now you're a scary ghost. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to become a scarecrow. So to do this, we're just going to stand, and our hands can be here up. My hands can be right by my chest, or I can put my hands all the way up. But either way, I'm going to become a scary scarecrow. And scarecrows just sit there. Well, they stand. They stand there and they just wait for a crow, and they scare them away from all the corn. You're just going to stand there. You're going to have to balance while standing. You're just going to stand there and then maybe you raise your arms up. And maybe you don't. And that's our scarecrow. The next thing we're going to do is a scary cat. So this one's going to be the cat pose in yoga. So I'm going to get down on all fours. And all I do is I'm going to take my ribs, which are right here. Your ribs protect your lungs when you breathe. I'm just going to push them down. So my back becomes kind of like a U. So I'm normally here when I'm flat. And this, I'm just going to push my ribs down and bring my rear up. You're just going to stretch and become a scary cat. All right, and then from here, we've been a cat. Now we're going to be a scary snake. So we're here for our cat. Now I'm going to take my legs, lay them all the way down, and just bring my arms straight. So here I'll back up so you can see that. So my legs are going to be straight. My upper body is just up. You'll kind of feel it in your belly, in your ab muscles, in your core. All right, friends. The next one we have is our last one, and it's our challenge where you're going to act like a bat. So the next one we're going to do is our challenge one, and this one you're going to act like a bat. So I'm going to be here, and this one's really tricky. It's even tricky for Miss Allen. So I'm going to stand on one foot. I'm going to bring my body down, and I'm just going to balance like I'm flying. So you're going to be a bat. So remember, I'm going to stand on one foot. You get to choose your foot. Go out, and you're just going to balance and hold it, and maybe come up and switch. So now I'm going to balance. Ooh, nice job. All right. So now we know what we have. We have a pumpkin. All right, so now we know what we have. So we have a pumpkin, we have a scary tree, a ghost, can be a scarecrow, a scary cat, and we can be a bat and a snake. So now we're just gonna do some of these on our space. So I'm gonna do it on my mat. Isn't my mat cute? He has little sloths on it. So we're gonna start, friends, by being a scarecrow. So we're just gonna start, I'm gonna start at the back of my mat. And I'm just going to be a scarecrow, just standing here, waiting for all my friends. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to become a pumpkin. So you're going to follow along with me now. We're going to be a pumpkin and just get down like this. If you can't do it all the way like this, that's okay. It takes a while for us to be flexible, but we have to practice, right? So we're going to be down here like a pumpkin. Now the next thing I want to do after we hold it for a little bit is we're going to go into being a snake. So I want us to hold it for 10 more seconds. Ready? Can you count with me? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're going to come down and we're going to be a snake. So I just want you to hold that. Let's hold it for 15 seconds. Can you count down with me? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now since we're down at the floor, we're going to become a cat. So when you go cat, you can go down. And then if you want, you can also come up like you're a scared cat. So we're going to go back and forth between a cat and a scared cat. So we're going to do that 5 times. So down, and then up, and then down, and then up, and then down, and then up, and one more time, down and up. Ooh, nice job, friends. Now I want you to come up and again be a scarecrow. Be nice and slow. This is stretching. And now we're going to become a ghost. So remember, we put one foot in front that looks straight out, and our back foot looks to the side, and we're just going to bend down like a ghost. Show me your good ghost. And let's hold this one for 10 seconds and we'll switch sides. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. So put your other foot in front and lean forward. So ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I want you to come up. And this time we're going to be a scary tree. So remember, we have to practice our balance. Now, it can get a little tricky. So remember, one foot's going to come up and touch my knee. Then my arms can make scary tree poses, or they can just go straight out, up or to the side. So I'm going to put my foot up, and you can either come in. If you're really struggling, you can bring your arms in. Otherwise, you can make scary tree motions, or put your arms all the way up. You can put them to the side, however you want. Let's hold it for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. and switch. This one's Miss Allen's tricky foot. My left foot is hard to do it on. So let's see if Miss Allen can hold it today. All right, let's do it together. We'll do it for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, balance can be tricky, friend. All right, we have one more, and it's going to be our challenge one. So one more. Here we go for our challenge. Can you be a bat with me? All right, let's see. This one takes a lot of balance. All right, we're going to stretch and hold it. Let's hold it for 8 seconds. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch feet. All right, so 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now, remember, since you guys are skeletons, we're gonna have to shake it out. All right, now we're gonna be skeletons and we're gonna practice our bone names while shaking them out. So the first thing we have is our calcaneus, which is our ankles. So what I want you to do, then we're just gonna do ankle circles, so shake them out, shake them out. And the next thing we have right here, where our calf is, we have what's called your tibia and your fibula. You'll see you have 2 bones there, so we're gonna start to shake it out. So we have our calcaneus, our tibia, our fibula, and now our knees are called patellas. So let's shake them out. We're shaking them out. And the next thing is, so we have our calcaneus, our tibia, our fibula, and our patella. Now we have our femurs. Our femurs, guys, are our strongest bones in our body. And they're right here by our quads. So let's shake those out. And then we have our pelvis. Our pelvis is our hips, which keep us all in line so we can make hip circles and we can shake them out. So remember, we have our, say it with me, calcaneus, tibia, fibula, patella, and our femurs, and now our pelvis. That's all our lower half of our body. Now we have to do our upper half, so shake it out, shake it out. Our back has this thing called a spine. And your spine is super important because it holds you all together and it will send messages to your brain and all the super stuff. So now we have our spine, which is our back right here. You have your ribs, and like I said earlier, your ribs protect your lungs. So we have our ribs. All right, now we have to get to our arms, Mr. Skeleton. So ready? Let's review. Say it with me. Calcaneus, tibia, fibula, patellar, femur, pelvis, spine, ribs, and now we're going to go humerus. So right here, so now we have our ribs. So humerus is our upper bone in our arm. So humerus, it's kind of funny. And your funny bone is up here, and it's because it's called humerus. Humerus, and then we have our radius and our ulna. Our radius and our ulna are in our lower. So again, we have humerus, radius, ulna, and up here, our collarbones are called our clavicle. That's a fun word to say. I don't know why I like to say it, but it sounds fun. Clavicle. So again, up here at the top, we have our humerus, radius, and ulna, and our clavicle. Now our fingers are called phalanges. Can you say phalanges? Phalanges. That's pretty cool. And then we have our skull, which protects our brain. Are you ready? We're gonna do it all again. Skeleton, so remember, shake it out quick. Skeleton, shake it out. Here we go. Ready? Oof. Yeah, I was right. All right, ready, skeletons? Here we go. Calcaneus, tibia, fibula, patella, femur, pelvis, spine, ribs. I'm gonna switch it up on you. We're gonna go clavicle, humerus, radius, ulna, phalanges, skull. Ooh, can we do it again, skeletons? Here we go. All right, one more time. We have our calcaneus. You say it first. Tibia, fibula, patella, femur, pelvis, spine, ribs, clavicle, humerus, radius, ulna, phalanges, skull. Great job, skeletons. You guys did a great job doing spooky stretching. I want you to practice your spooky stretching, and even you could make up your own spooky stretches. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Make sure, families and teachers, that you subscribe down below for more content. Leave a comment on what other things you'd like to see. Like this video. Make sure you check out my website, www.thepeheteacher, and I will see you next time. See you soon, spooky skeletons.